introduction. Very good afternoon and warm greetings from Tropicana Corporation from Malaysia. Before I start, how many of you have been to Malaysia? Raise your hand. How many of you know about Malaysia? Anyway, before I start, let me share something. Malaysia is truly Asia. As we all know, Malaysia is truly Asia. Let me play this simple short video for you to understand the diversity of Malaysia. Okay? Thank you. So, no other country has Asia's three major races: Malay, Chinese, Indian, plus various other ethnic groups group in large numbers. So there's nowhere there is such an exciting diversity of cultures, festivals, traditions, and customs, offering myriad experiences. So as you saw the video, no other country is truly Asia. Okay, before I go on with the slides, today I'll be covering why Malaysia, then introduction to Tropicana, and investment opportunity in terms of retail investment as well as capital investment. So first, before you do investment or you want to have a visa program in any part of country, you need to have facts and figures about the country as well as economics. So Malaysia's population is only 38.2 million. 69% is Malay, 22% is Chinese, 7% is Indian, and others is 1%. So as you can see, there's a Chinese 22% and 7% Indian. Primarily, these two races contributed for the major development economy of Malaysia. So you have a very long history of presence of Indian in this part of that Asian, especially in Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia. 3rd century, 4th century, 5th century, there's a lot of Pallava dynasty from India have ruled this part of the world. Then in the 15th century, there's a lot of trade between China, India, was happening from Malaysia, Indonesia, and all that. Okay, so after that, then back again now in the 21st century, we are gone into a lot of revolutions and a lot of infrastructure has taken place. So the other thing is language. In Malaysia, even though Bahasa Malaysia is a major language, English is widely used, Mandarin and Tamil, of course there's a Hindi, those people from Northern India, along with a mixture of indigenous languages and dialects. The other part is geographically stable. So what is most important is whether this country is prone to natural disasters. Malaysia is no. During even tsunami time, we are not affected by any natural disasters. Climate 23 to 32 degrees Celsius, and GDP growth, we have 5%, in fact now it's 5.5, the last month the data is out. Okay, so Malaysia is located in Southeast Asia and well connected with 100 cities, there's 300 ports, international ports connected. It's an 8-hour radius. You will be well connected to Middle East, Europe, US, and other Asia-Pacific region. Right? So look at some of that rankings. We are #1 country to do business. That's I think most important for any investors. And we also best healthcare in the world 2019. And we are emerging market scorecard in Asia 2018. So we are one of the friendliest cities in the world, top 50 in 2020, ease of doing business in 2020, and again #4, best country for investment in 2020, and best place to retire. Okay, so again, it's ease doing business, best countries for investment, easiest country to do business with 2020, most peaceful country in the world 2019, international influence 2020. Okay, so Malaysia is transforming into an attractive world-class investment destination because of its robust economy, secure economic foundation, backed by the country's rich natural resources. Way back, we are rich with rubber, palm oil, tin and all that, and we are strategically located between Indian Ocean and South China Sea. Malaysia's international gateway for trade extensively connected by major air and shipping routes, and we have advanced infrastructure, road, digitally, fiber optics, even 5G has been introduced. We are the earliest in Southeast Asia. Supportive government, we have business-friendly policies, low corporate tax, and attractive investment incentives, boosting strong foreign investment throughout the year. So it's a business-ready environment and cost competitiveness, one of the cheapest cost of living and living. So we are the 3rd largest economy in Southeast Asia. Our GDP growth is 5% and 2.8% is inflation. Our inflation rate is very low and our GDP is 360 billion. So it's about 54.8% our contribution comes from healthcare services, transport, distributed trade, tourism, as well as manufacturing. Okay? So we also known spurring foreign direct investment by offering tax benefits to industrial, agriculture, ICT and multimedia sectors. So we are progressing with the future forward skilled workforce and also business ready and taking digital in advance. Okay, so Malaysia is also known for the best expat destination. According to the number, the cost of living in Malaysia is 40% lower than in the UK. So as I showed you, I'll show you the next slides. Top best countries for you to live. So you can see number 4, the best place for expats in 2021. Ease of settling in. What is most important is for you to settle down. So because of that, the culture, the food, language, Malaysia is one of the countries easy to settle down, and cost of living is affordable. We are number 2. Again, coming to the healthcare services, we are one of the cheapest but very advanced in healthcare services compared to even our neighboring countries, Thailand, Singapore, USA. See, a lot of people from this region, even India has very advanced medical services, but a lot of people comes to Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand for the annual medical checkup and other medical services. Okay, so this is the medical tourism, which is, contributes a lot to our GDP. Next is international education hub. So our number 9 preferred destination for tertiary education in the world and best expat destination 2019. So you can see here the cost of studying in Malaysia is much cheaper compared to other countries. So while you study in Malaysia, you can always go to Australia, UK, even USA. Okay, this is the top destination for you to retire. So this retire among the best. So you can see Malaysia is one of the preferred place for you to retire. So with that, we have a Malaysia My Second Home. Our government has introduced Malaysia My Second Home, which is a visa program. Currently, it's a 5 years visa program where you just need to invest about 250,000 USD in a fixed deposit, and you're able to get 5-year multiple visa. And now, Malaysia came up last week, they introduced 20 years visa program. This is a premium visa program, so we want to be more competitive, more affordable, and more flexible. So they introduced this 20 years visa program, which will be effective from 1st October. Okay? So under the Malaysia My Second Home, one can have a multiple entry visa, able to purchase a property, and also bring your children for educations, and you have a tax-free car and other benefits. Okay, so this is the freedom to travel, some of the benefits: house purchasing, visa, and tax-free income. And also you can buy a tax-free car. Okay, the next is real estate investment. So real estate investment in Malaysia, number 1 is low entry. So foreigners can buy usually a property, anything, a threshold of 1 million and above, which is 250,000 USD. And there's no restriction for foreigner to purchase compared to some countries like even Thailand, Indonesia. Foreigners won't be able to buy a property with unless you have local business or partners. So there's no limit in terms of investment. There's a strong capital growth. Ours is always very stable. It gives almost 6% returns rental yield, and capital growth is almost 6 to 7% annually. And you can have 100% ownership. Okay, you don't need to have local partners to have any owning asset or even bring a business. So the price is also affordable among the Asian countries. So after knowing about Malaysia, let me introduce about Tropicana. So Tropicana is one of the premium developer in Malaysia, and we have done multiple projects, and we are public listed company since 1979. And currently we have moved on to venture in tourist-centric development. If you all know about Genting Highland, we have a large land bank there, about 596 acres, as well as in Langkawi, there's another island. So let me just quick introduction about Tropicana. So we have our presence currently in Malaysia, Hong Kong, China, and we are expanding our presence in India, Middle East, and Europe. Okay, so we have potentially we have 152 million GDP, that is about 40 over billion USD development, and we have current land bank of 2,452 acres, and we have completed more than 60 developments, townships, and last year we have done 1.3 billion property sales as well. Okay, so we are the top 10 developers, consecutive past 10 years. Okay, so this is 8 ongoing projects, completed 60 projects, 40 years of history, 4 decades since 1979. So we won many awards. Okay, these are some of the milestones, right? Awards. Let me just skip this. Okay, these are the projects we have done. We have done multiple projects, township, residential, commercial. Recently we ventured into industrial. That's 1,180 acres in Johor Bahru, if you all know. It's neighboring Singapore. And we also won assets like GEMS International School, 10B School, St. Joseph School. We won 2 Marriott Hotel. One is the first W Hotel in Kuala Lumpur, next to Twin Tower, as well as a courtyard in Penang. So these are the past projects which is completed, and this is some of the ongoing projects. Okay, the highlight of today will be, these are the flagship projects which we are doing. If you see the first one, Lido Waterfront. This is located in Johor, neighboring Singapore. We are very ambitious. We are going to connect Singapore with Malaysia with the cable car. It's only 3.5 kilometers, and it will be a traveling time only 10 to 15 minutes. So this is reclaimed land, 138 acres, net is 98 acres, which we already started construction now. The next project will be very exciting is Tropicana Wind City. This is on the highland, hill station development, 596 acres. The third one will be Langkawi, that is an island, which we have multiple projects in various locations. Finally, we have industrial park, which is in Johor, neighboring Singapore. It's very near to the port. Okay, so why Tropicana? We have completed about 60 of projects, experience since 1979, and 25 years of successful partnership. Okay, these are partnerships. We have partners with local as well as international companies. Okay, so let's move on to retail sales. So we have a Tropicana Journey Collection. Let's focus on the 2 projects which we are marketing today. Our associates, Wallnut Home is there in the booth. You'll be able to get more information from them later. Let me just give you highlights about these 2 projects. What is Journey Collection? So Journey Collection we have, currently the 2 development in the Journey Collection. Number 1 is in Genting Highland. You can see these pictures. One is a highland, other one is an island, right? So we have both. So Genting is number 1 tourist destination in Malaysia, and Langkawi is number 2. So we are major property developer in both destinations. So this is Twin Pines, which we already started a construction now. First phase is a service department, and we already first block we already sold 81%. Second tower is open for sale now. You can get more information from Wallnut forms later. So this just gives you some perspectives. The temperature there is about 18 to 23 degrees Celsius throughout the year. So that's a superior weather you can get throughout the year. right? So Genting is always known for casino, but what we are going to do is a township, a holistic approach where you will have ecosystem, where you have a hospital, you will have education, you have a commercial, you will have a residential as well as a retirement home. So the size of this property is from 379 square feet up to 1,330 square feet, which will be dual key. The price will be, see, even though the threshold for foreigners is 1 billion, which is 250,000 USD, but one can buy, because this particular project we managed to get the approval from state government, you can buy with 170,000 USD, right? So why Tropicana Grand Hill? Because we are known as a top 10 developer. Location, as I mentioned to you, it is in the hill station, and it's only 40 minutes from Kuala Lumpur city center. It's 112 acres of township, which have a commercial, education, wellness, silverhead. It's a freehold development, and investment returns is also guaranteed by developer. Okay, the next one, let me highlight about Asana, which is located in Langkawi. This is a freehold property as well. You can see that sandy white sands with a crystal clear water. Okay, so this is size from 380 square feet. Again, this is a freehold property. Okay, so we do have, I mentioned to you, that's Wind City, which will have our 596 of acres of township development. So this is the 3 master plans. Each one has one distinct character. One is a culture holistic, the other one is vibrant, energetic, the other one is intimate, luxurious. Okay, this is all the master plan, which we have opportunity for people to invest. This is our Wind City, which we are going to do the entertainment hub. As well as this Langkawi. Why I'm showing this? These are the developments we have, and we have another 10-15 years of development. This is the multiple location in Langkawi. Okay, this is the first phase which already we launched and already take up rate about 40%. These upcoming projects. Okay, so this is on an island we own as well. Okay. Okay, let me just sum up things. As you know, the facts and figures are shared. It's safe to invest in Malaysia, number 1. Number 2, Tropicana being a premium developer and established a reputable developer, able to give you a platform for you to invest, right? So the most important thing is how housing development works in Malaysia. We are governed by Housing Development Act. Where in Malaysia, in India, RERA came into effect only 2016, whereas in Malaysia it started since 1969. So it's very matured Housing Development Act to protect every single investors. So it protects investment and is well regulated, well enforced, right? So what is the benefit of investing with Tropicana? For the capital investment, we give 25% guaranteed profit before tax, and it's a low risk because we give a corporate guarantee. And also for that retail investment for sales, 6% guaranteed rental return. It's fully managed and will be given 6% guaranteed rental return for 3 years. After that, it's renewable, right? So, if you have any questions, open to the floor.